Popkern's exclusive sponsor is Flame and Skewers Mediterranean Restaurant.
Welcome back to Popkern. I'm Karen Hua, and today is a very special Veterans Day episode. As you all know, veterans are a huge part of our community here, and there are so many hidden gems around our county to honor them, and that is what we're set out to explore today. I'm here with my friend Dick Taylor.
Hi.
He is a Marine veteran himself. Dick, tell us about your service.
Sure. I served proudly from 1975 to 1979, originally on the Marine Detachment of the USS America. We were involved in 1976 of the evacuation of civilians from Beirut, Lebanon, and then I came back, was transferred to the West Coast to Camp Pendleton, where I served out my time.
Well, it's really quite impressive, and thank you so much for your
It's my
service.
honor.
Yes, definitely. And you served also as the president of the Kern County Veterans Services for many years, but I want to hear about this nonprofit that you've started since you've retired.
Sure. It's called Patriots of Kern, and some of our projects that we've been involved with are the county line signs where we honor veterans. We paid for that, no taxpayer dollars involved.
Wow.
We also donated the land for the Tiny Homes project to help house veterans out in
Yes.
Oildale, and also the youth leadership program called Devil Pups.
We're starting our adventure today with the Veterans Mural in downtown Bakersfield, painted by Thomas Zachary. What can you tell me about this?
This one in front of us, of course, depicts a lot of scenes from World War II. Other parts of the wall depict other areas of battle. A lot of people don't know because there's all the branches of the military are represented here. And one of my favorite stories that Tom tells us, he was admiring his work and a veteran came up and said, well, where is the part of this that represents those that served in the submarine service? And so Tom painted as a periscope
there.
sticking out of the water.
So our next stop here, Dick, is the Portrait of a Warrior Gallery right across from the mural here, started by Lily Marsh of Honor Flight Kern County.
It's a wonderful opportunity for people to see those that were killed in post 9/11. There's a room in there that's like a squad room where it depicts what would have gone down in Afghanistan or Iraq. There's also a resource room where people can go get more information about veteran resources.
Well, fantastic learning opportunity, and they're open every day from 10 to 5 as well.
It's worth seeing, and it's right here in the heart of downtown Bakersfield.
So we've come a little bit down the street here, Truxton and S Streets, at the Kern Veterans Memorial, something I feel like a lot of people in our community don't even know exists.
You're right. The Veterans Memorial part in the very center is to acknowledge and to honor all veterans when they served, whether it was during a time of war or peace. And then the Wall of Valor, or all the glass panels around the back side that go from World War I to Afghanistan present. They contain the names of those from Kern County or have some connection to Kern County that were killed in combat.
And another really important point, the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day is something I feel like a lot of people get confused about.
You're right. Memorial Day is to remember and honor those that were killed in action, those that are no longer with us. And Veterans Day is to remember all veterans that served honorably and that wore the uniform of the United States. That's the distinction.
So our last stop here today is the Bakersfield National Cemetery, which actually is in Arvin, about 20 miles east of Bakersfield. But what brings something like this to Kern County, Dick?
This was an effort in the early 2000s through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and then Congressman Bill Thomas to find a location because of a number of veterans that live in this part of the state. The great part of the story is that Tejon Ranch had a unanimous vote of the board to donate land for a national cemetery to the VA. Absolutely majestic, oak
So
trees.
beautiful.
And hills. It is. It's open year-round from sunrise to sunset, right out our back door, and a lot of people don't realize where it is. It's a great place, and it's a fun opportunity to teach kids about respect for our veterans and the sacrifices that they made and how their sacrifices provided the life and the freedom to do what they do today. These pillars represent each of the 5 branches of the military: the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard.
There are many events that go on here, not only just funerals for those who've served, but really just many important events.
Yep, we have not only Memorial Day, but we have the Wreaths Across America program that happens in the beginning of December.
Just this view right here that you were talking about, really just a sprawling look at Kern County.
Oh, yeah.
And that lone American flag right there, that says it all. So Dick, we've explored so much here today, but I want to talk about the events coming up this weekend because there are a lot leading up to Veterans Day.
There are.
Let's start off by talking about the Silkies hike.
It's a 22-kilometer hike carrying 22 kilograms of weight.
Wow.
And that goes, I think, 8 to 6.
And it's for veterans, but anyone can come along and
Correct.
cheer them on. Is that
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Okay, great. And then I know also Houchin Blood Bank, they're unveiling their new Veterans Wall of Honor
Right.
Saturday as
Yep.
well. It's supposed to be this really beautiful spectacle. Well, thank you so much, Dick, for exploring with us today and really being our walking encyclopedia.
It brings a lot of joy to me to be able to show other people some of these gems within Kern County along with you.
Well, certainly. And for all you veterans out there, thank you all so much for your service. Thank you guys for joining us for today's episode of Pop Kern. We'll catch you back here next Friday at noon.